The judge, because former Trump advisor Roger Stone is set to be sentenced later today in D.C. after the federal judge overseeing his case refused demands to delay the trial. The show must go on, she says.
Stone supporters calling out anti-Trump social media posts from a jury foreperson as potential bias in this case as his attorneys push for a new trial.
Might be too late. Here to react, Fox News senior judicial analyst and host of the Liberty Files, the same guy on Fox Nation, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, what's going to happen today?
I don't know what's going to happen.
What should happen?
What should happen is the judge should interrogate this foreperson about her biases against the president and against Donald Trump. The judge should interrogate the departed prosecutors about what they knew about this foreperson and when they knew it and why they quit, and then determine whether or not the integrity of Stone's trial was adversely affected by this juror. It seems inconceivable that it was not. The Supreme Court has said you're entitled to 12 jurors who are indifferent as to the outcome. This woman appears to have known the outcome in her own mind before the trial started. Why do I say that? Because of the things she said about the president and about Roger Stone in her tweets. For the judge to overlook that and sentence him anyway and push that off is almost unforgivable.
Because she should listen to the evidence first and then decide whether or not to sentence him.
Absolutely. Now, I don't know what the president is going to do, but this is absolutely...
Wait, are you suggesting he might pardon him?
I'm suggesting he might pardon Roger Stone today, because the minute he signs that pardon, this judge is divested of jurisdiction in the case, and Stone walks out of the courtroom. The conviction is not final until she sentences him and signs the sentencing papers.
Can he appeal?
Of course he can appeal the. Conviction.
What do you think she'll give him if she sentences him?
I don't know what she's going to do. She has manifested an antipathy towards him. Why do I say that? She has silenced him from speaking out. It's one thing to silence the defendant during the trial. You don't want the defendant going out in front of the courtroom and speaking to the jury through the media. I didn't like to do that when I was a judge, but I understand sometimes you have to. But I'm starting to get choked up like Jillian. But to gag him after he's convicted, he earns his living by public speaking, and she won't let him speak publicly. Do you remember this phrase? Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech. That's the reason I don't trust this judge, and I don't think the president does either.
Judge, two things. Wouldn't the president be smarter to see the sentence before he pardons? Because it could just be probation.
It could.
Even though because it's a recommendation. Number two isn't it the defense's problem? They're the ones who didn't vet her social media, so they missed it.
Yes, you're right. Both sides missed it. However, she is a lawyer. She should have revealed... The foreperson is herself a lawyer. She knows how even an honest, accurate answer can sometimes be misleading if you don't explain it.
Does this make Bill Barr's job harder at justice?
Yes, it does make Bill Barr's job harder at justice. Look, the Justice Department is opposing. The Justice Department, which works for President Trump, who said the trial was unfair, is opposing Stone's motion for a new trial. And their opposition was filed under seal, meaning we can't even read it. What was in that opposition that the public and the media is not allowed to see it?
And the U.S. Attorney for D.C. said he felt strong-armed by the four prosecutors, and that's why he caved and got us
They threatened to quit, and then they quit anyway.
Right.
That's the reason I'm saying only a pardon can fairly undo this mess. This is not about politics, and it's not about friendship. It's about the Constitution and human decency.
It just seems like an open and shut case. I mean, if one of the jurors is biased and the rules are you can't be biased,
do it again.
Then do it again.
You know, you graduated at the top of your class in law school. Way ahead of Kilmeade.
Right, I know. Had I gone in, if I could have used the judge's recommendation letter.
Is this judge biased? Has this judge shown anything that shows bias in the past?
By silencing Stone after the conviction, she's shown an antipathy towards his free speech rights.
He is Judge Andrew Napolitano. Thank you,
Thanks,
Judge.